record truly back that up. It's easy to make promises, but what really counts is the ability to deliver, not just now, but 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line. If a company hasn't been around for very long, what happens if they go out of business before the end of their 10-year warranty? What happens to your warranty then? The answer is simple. You're left with nothing. No support, no repairs, no protection. You've essentially been robbed of the protection you were promised. At Mallett Buildings, we've been here for the long haul, with over 2 decades of experience. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless satisfied customers who can tell you, when we say we offer a 10-year workmanship warranty, we've proven it time and time again. And if something goes wrong years from now, we'll still be here, ready to make it right. Our customers trust us because we don't just build structures, we build long-lasting relationships. We use only the highest quality materials, kiln-dried, ground-treated lumber, and MCA ground-treated posts with lifetime warranties. That's why our buildings are designed to stand strong for decades, and why we can confidently stand behind our warranties. And don't forget, we're a state-licensed contractor with licensed engineers right here in Louisiana and Texas. We don't cut corners, and we adhere to the highest standards, ensuring that every building we construct is built to last. When you choose Mallett Buildings, you're choosing a company with real credentials, real experience, and a proven commitment to quality. We've built for families, businesses, farms, and more, all with the same dedication to excellence that's been our hallmark for over 25 years. So when a company tells you they're offering a long warranty, ask yourself this: where will they be in 10 years? If they disappear, so does your warranty. Here at Mallett, you know we'll be here, just like we've always been. At the end of the day, a warranty is only as good as the company that stands behind it. Choose the name that's been trusted for decades. Choose Mallett Buildings. When you're ready to invest in a building that lasts, call us and let's get started. At Mallett Buildings, we've been proudly serving our community for over 25 years. When it comes to building structures that last, experience matters. You've probably seen some companies offering long warranties, 10 years or more. But here's something important to consider. Can a company without a long track record truly back that up? It's easy to make promises, but what really counts is the ability to deliver, not just now, but 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line. If a company hasn't been around for very long, what happens if they go out of business before the end of their 10-year warranty? What happens to your warranty then? The answer is simple. You're left with nothing. No support, no repairs, no protection. You've essentially been robbed of the protection you were promised. At Mallett Buildings, we've been here for the long haul, with over 2 decades of experience. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless satisfied customers who can tell you, when we say we offer a 10-year workmanship warranty, we've proven it time and time again. And if something goes wrong years from now, we'll still be here, ready to make it right. Our customers trust us because we don't just build structures, we build long-lasting relationships. We use only the highest quality materials, kiln-dried, ground-treated lumber, and MCA ground-treated posts with lifetime warranties. That's why our buildings are designed to stand strong for decades, and why we can confidently stand behind our warranties. And don't forget, we're a state-licensed contractor with licensed engineers right here in Louisiana and Texas. We don't cut corners, and we adhere to the highest standards, ensuring that every building we construct is built to last. When you choose Mallett Buildings, you're choosing a company with real credentials, real experience, and a proven commitment to quality. We've built for families, businesses, farms, and more, all with the same dedication to excellence that's been our hallmark for over 25 years. So when a company tells you they're offering a long warranty, ask yourself this: where will they be in 10 years? If they disappear, so does your warranty. Here at Mallett, you know we'll be here, just like we've always been. At the end of the day, a warranty is only as good as the company that stands behind it. Choose the name that's been trusted for decades. Choose Mallett Buildings. When you're ready to invest in a building that lasts, call us and let's get started. At Mallett Buildings, we've been proudly serving our community for over 25 years. When it comes to building structures that last, experience matters. You've probably seen some companies offering long warranties, 10 years or more. But here's something important to consider. Can a company without a long track record truly back that up? It's easy to make promises, but what really counts is the ability to deliver, not just now, but 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line. If a company hasn't been around for very long, what happens if they go out of business before the end of their 10-year warranty? What happens to your warranty then? The answer is simple. You're left with nothing. No support, no repairs, no protection. You've essentially been robbed of the protection you were promised. At Mallett Buildings, we've been here for the long haul, with over 2 decades of experience. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless satisfied customers who can tell you, when we say we offer a 10-year workmanship warranty, we've proven it time and time again. And if something goes wrong years from now, we'll still be here, ready to make it right. Our customers trust us because we don't just build structures, we build long-lasting relationships. We use only the highest quality materials, kiln-dried, ground-treated lumber, and MCA ground-treated posts with lifetime warranties. That's why our buildings are designed to stand strong for decades, and why we can confidently stand behind our warranties. And don't forget, we're a state-licensed contractor with licensed engineers right here in Louisiana and Texas. We don't cut corners, and we adhere to the highest standards, ensuring that every building we construct is built to last. When you choose Mallett Buildings, you're choosing a company with real credentials, real experience, and a proven commitment to quality. We've built for families, businesses, farms, and more, all with the same dedication to excellence that's been our hallmark for over 25 years. So when a company tells you they're offering a long warranty, ask yourself this: where will they be in 10 years? If they disappear, so does your warranty. Here at Mallett, you know we'll be here, just like we've always been. At the end of the day, a warranty is only as good as the company that stands behind it. Choose the name that's been trusted for decades. Choose Mallett Buildings. When you're ready to invest in a building that lasts, call us and let's get started. At Mallett Buildings, we've been proudly serving our community for over 25 years. When it comes to building structures that last, experience matters. You've probably seen some companies offering long warranties, 10 years or more.
Good afternoon. Lee Mallett from Mallett Buildings. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. I wasn't here yesterday, and my buddy, Trent, took over. I hope he did a good job. Hope he answered any questions you might have had. But let's get started this afternoon. Well, my thing will work. Bear with me. Technical difficulty. Ready? There you go. Oh, here we go. So I like to start out, we always give back to the community. You're going to find on the next slide, we do it every day. But then I had a situation where a fella at Fortify seems to think that we do this for the wrong reason. This is why we do it. We're trying to let people know what we do. And the same thing is, if I can get somebody else to give because we give, There's no other way to do it. And if you read what we got here, hey, anyone who knows me or Mallett Builders understands that our commitment to giving back isn't about recognition. That's what he accused me of. It's about making a real difference in our community. We support local programs, schools, and families because we care about where we live and work. If promoting the good we do inspires others to step up and give back to them, that's a win for everyone. Our success has given us the ability and responsibility to contribute, and that's something I'm proud of. So I like to talk about that because there's no question about it. Every show I talk about giving back to the community, and I promise you, any of my competitors want to line up what we give, it won't even be close. And when I get to the community, I'll go over some of the numbers that right off the top of my head I recall. So let me go forward now. Remember, $500 discount on military personnel, healthcare workers, educators, first responders. No competitor promotes or publishes that they do this. That's a factual statement. No competitor, I've not seen one ad from one competitor that does this. List who they do the credits to and how much they give. So I question, how real is it? It should be public record what you do. So we publicize it. I'd always like to, I talk about tubular. Tubular is I'm not a fan of it. I think that it's not built for hurricane parts of the country. And this video is going to show you why I believe that. What's going on here? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11. That's why I don't think you should buy a tubular. That's a 70-mile-an-hour wind, folks. That's not hurricane material. It's cheap. That ain't gonna stand a hurricane because that's just a 70-mile-an-hour gust, and look what it did to it. So be careful when you're looking at that. All right, current specials, tell it to tape. Okay, the other guys, that happens to be Fortify. This is what they ran their last ad. This is where we're at. We're beating about $2,000 on those buildings they advertise. That's called the price match. As you can see, 2,000 off, 2,000 off, 2,000 off. So when you want to compare, just give us a call. We're going to price match anybody you can bring to us. Now, right now we have the Signature Series building. It's on sale, the 30 by 50 for $32,999, $39,999. Big deal here is 2x8 trusses, 512 roof standard. It's a 6-year workmanship warranty, concrete in every purse, engineered cable retention system. This is a great building. It is not what my competitors sell. They sell the value building that we sell, but this is a much better building. Excuse me. Whoop. I didn't turn my phone off. Well, all right, let's get on. Then we have what I consider the best building in the industry, in the nation. Nobody around the country is putting all treated kiln-dried lumber in the nation. You got a few of my competitors in Louisiana that started doing that after I did it. 2x8 scissor trusses. I have no other buildings out there that are being built standard with 2x8 trusses like this building. 3-foot truss spacing, 9-foot post spacing, 5-on-12 roof pitch, 2 10x10 roll-up doors, walk-through door, 26-gauge metal, roof and wall insulation, gutters, 6-inch slab, not a 4-inch slab, which is 2.5 times stronger than the 4-inch slab. Post protectors, insulated windows, engineered wood screws on the whole building. We only use nails for tacking. Engineered cable retention system, that's to protect us against uplift. 4x4 framework on windows and doors, concrete under every post, continuous ridge vents, Zac screws on the roof and walls, wainscot, it's optional. Engineered mono trusses, 145-mile-per-hour building. This is the Hurricane building. This is the building that we designed. I've been in this business for 26 years. We live in Louisiana, as you well know. And this is the building that was designed to take on a hurricane, and at the same time offer you more value than any other building in the market. And you got 24 access to me. We have the Secure Watch. We have licensed engineering staff. So when we do buildings, we have our own engineer. We're not going to hire our third party. He works for us. All right, I always like to talk about this, folks. You need to be careful. 5 red flags. Check the company you're going to do business with. See if the Secretary of State's going to tell you how long they've been in business, and you need to know that. Licensure, LSOBC. That's going to tell you their licensure and also tell you if there's any convictions. Reviews at BBB and Google, and visit the contractor's facility. I cannot stress enough for you to visit their facilities. It will tell you a lot about these companies. It will tell you if they're planning on being this for the long pull or if they're just part-timers. If you don't follow the red flags, this is what can happen to you. And as you can tell, these charges went against this man. What's the position of it today? I don't know, but he's been charged. This is what whoever did business should have checked this. The Secretary of State tells you how many years in business. He's been convicted by the LSBC, and he's not a licensed residential contractor. 3 red flags. Here's another one. These are the charges. Remember, folks, there's a lot of people out there, licensed contractors and home improvement contractors, that you must be very careful of. Anytime you see this kind of stuff, this is what can happen to you. Now, here's 2 more. Ranger Buildings. He's still plugging away out there, I've been told. Not only was he charged with contractor fraud by the state, he's been convicted multiple times by the LSBC. Be careful. Serious red flags. You want to do business with him? Do it at your own risk. Same thing over here. Been convicted. All these people have committed contractor fraud. All these people have been convicted by the LSBC. Southern Style Barns and Buildings. S&S Steel. Precision Metal. He doesn't even have a home. He don't have anything right now. Be very careful. This one, that's the one I just showed you. Be careful. Contractor location, convicted of that. And then you've got Reed's Metals, who is part of Fortify. He's going to tell you not to worry about that. But I would be worried about it. It's a red flag. All right, about Mallett Buildings. Folks, 26 years in the business. Fully licensed for commercial and residential projects for 26 years. Reputation and trust. No contractor violations. 500 plus reviews on the BBB and Google. A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Community oriented. Locally owned and operated in Iowa, Louisiana. Committed to supporting local communities through job creation and reliable service. Offering value, signature, and lead lines to suit various needs and budgets, unmatched craftsmanship, superior durability, structural integrity, and practical functionality. The fact that we've been through 16 hurricanes, and the rest can't say that, proves that point. Customer first approach, personalized service from concept to completion, advanced 3D modeling tools for precision and satisfaction, and we are here Saturday, and we got 24-hour service. We can call a building specialist 24/7, 7 days a week. That's a customer first approach. All right, guaranteed quality, backed by the use of #1 kill tried, ground treated lumber with lifetime warranty of termites, rot, and fungal decay, and rust. Here we go, 16 hurricanes. I'm the only one that can say this. And I think it's an attribute to our company that we have sustained and went through all these hurricanes with very little damage, if any. The only time I've lost a building was people don't follow my instructions, like building on top of the slab, which I tell them not to do, but they do anyway. All right, as you can see, the steel people, that big old column, the only thing that's saving it is those bolts. And I'm going to show you in a minute what's happening to those bolts over 2 years. This is that tubular stuff that you watch fly off the sky, out in the sky, Apollo 1. And then that's how we do it. Now, those anchor bolts, this is a 2-year study. As you can see, most of them use black iron. Look at the deterioration after only 2 years. This is galvanized. Look at the deterioration, and this is stainless steel. It's starting. Imagine what's going to happen to these anchor bolts in 5 years. You're going to have no strength at all. If hurricane comes, it's gone. Well, I'm going to pass him. I'm going to pass him. Let me move on. All right. Structurally stronger than steel and tubular. If you look at the post frame construction here, you'll notice that we put our purlins every 2 feet. If you look at your purlins on that steel building, they're 3 to 5 feet apart. That means I'm going to have twice as many purlins. Now let's talk, girts. I'm sorry, these are girts. The purlins are right here. We have the purlins right up here. Okay, we're going to have purlins every 2 feet. They're going to put the purlins 3 to 5 feet. I'll have twice as many purlins, twice as many girts. Then if we start looking at the columns of the steel building right here, I'm going to put a column every 10 feet. They're going to put a column 15 to 20 feet. Okay? There's way more material in a post-frame constructed building. It's easier to work with, depending on what you're doing. Because if you're, I'm going to show you a slide in a minute that's going to tell you a little bit about that. All right, so we have the building series, the value, the signature, and the elite. Okay, this is what my competitors sell. They start out with 2x6 trusses, 4 and 12. That's their standard. Can they add something? Yes, they probably charge you. They're not going to let's see, where's it at? 4-inch concrete. This is what's, but they're not going to have concrete under every post. They don't use the engineered cable retention system. And we put, right now, these buildings come with a free roof and wall insulation. I think there's a special on that. Then we go to the next building. As you can see, the dots show you what's been added to the signature building. It went to 2x8 trusses, 5-on-12 roof pitch, 26 gauge, roof and wall insulation, 2 10x10 roll doors, 6-year warranty. That's what was added to make this building have more value than the other building, the one my competitors sell, okay? And then we're going to get to the building that I recommend because of what it can do in a storm or a hurricane, and it's the Elite building. The Elite building must understand right off the bat 145 miles an hour. The other buildings are rated 130, 145 miles per hour, okay? And you're going to come back, continuous ridge vents, and we're going to add engineered 2x8 truss, scissor trusses, 10-year workmanship warranty, 3-foot truss spacing, 9-foot post spacing, 2 10x10 roll-up doors, 26 gauge metal, gutters, and then we add gutters, gutter brushes, 6-inch slab, not a 4-inch slab because it's 2.5 times stronger. And then we're going to get down here, post protectors are standard. This is the best building. This is the hurricane. The building that can withstand a hurricane, this is what I recommend to you. After being in this business 26 years, going through 16 hurricanes, I believe if we got into a court of law, I would be the only expert or the most qualified expert of all the people that are in this business because we've been here so long. And because we've been here so long, what does that say about us? Apparently, a lot of people like to do business with us. All right, so we talk about scissor trusses versus common trusses. There's the difference. You're going to get way more headroom, okay, versus the common. And that comes standard on an Elite building, scissor trusses, 3 feet apart. All right, 2x8s. And we're going to put these things 3 foot apart. Look at the 2x8 versus, I don't have a picture of a 2x6. These 2x8 trusses, folks, are the strongest truss. Residential especially, we put it like, here's a 2x8. Look at the size of these trusses, but they're 2 foot apart. This baby can take it. You see right here? I use 2x12s, not 2x8s. I think all of my competitors are using 2x8s. Okay? 2x12 is way stronger than 2x8. All right? By steel, they're going to quote you 2-on-12 unless you ask it. If you ask to go to 4-on-12, they're going to charge. The Mallett Elite building comes 5-on-12, and so does the Signature. But you got to look at the pitches. Now, the value, which my competitors sell, is 4-on-12. Okay? 2 12x12 roll-up doors are standard in the Elite building. Gutter brush. Have our own gutter team, our own gutter crews, and we're dealers for the gutter brush, so we do this on all the Elite buildings. It's standard. You can get them on the other buildings, but it is standard on the Elite building. Every time we add something to this building, we give it value. Roof and wall insulation. We do have spray foam. We have our own equipment. If you want to go spray foam, we can, but it comes standard with the bubble rated insulation. It's going to come with a 6-inch slab, not a 4-inch slab. It's 2.5 times stronger. Your price will increase, but I'm going to tell you, it's the best slab, especially in Louisiana. On our Elite buildings, due to the fact we're from Louisiana and our soil composition is so diverse, we now put control joints in all Mallett buildings if you want them. We highly recommend them because that's what creates flex in that slab, and you're going to have less issues with your slab. We only use windows that have these those on there. Remember, you can buy windows, and if you don't have that and you get that thing inspected, they're going to fail you. These are designed for residential homes. 4x4 framework everywhere. That's also put inside the slab. Also in post protectors on the Elite building. Here's your post protectors. Give you an overview of what we do here. Here we have the 2x6 grade board that's wrapped. That's wrapped. Here we're showing we put the concrete down in the holes. Okay, and then you got the cable retention system. This is to stop uplift. And as you can see from this diagram, this is what we do. And here's a picture of what it looks like inside the building. Put the moisture barrier down, and all these cables are scattered with a grid of cables just like this. And that transfers the weight of the slab to the cables. Ventilation. Mallett Elite buildings come with continuous ridge vents like this. None of this is used by us on any of our buildings. So you have constant airflow, great ventilation, way better than this. It's not an eyesore. This is already rusting. This is a way better system. Zac screws, lifetime screw. Why? Because in the old days, and there's still buildings that, in fact, most steel people I think are using that steel. They don't use the Zac, and this rubber is exposed to the ultraviolet rays. And so what happens after a few years, these start deteriorating, you start getting leaks. So this is all we use on all our buildings. Wainscot available. If you choose, you can have a wainscot, which is a two-tone. Some people really like that. Over here, we show these mono trusses. All of our trusses are built in Louisiana here, and we've been doing that for 17, 18 years. Company cam, this is where we from beginning to end, we're recording everything that's going on in your job so we can review it. If there's any questions, that's how we do our inspections. Everything is done from here. So, which building would you be interested in? I highly recommend the Elite. It's the Hurricane building. I think anybody who wants to build a building in Louisiana should always take into consideration what building do I want to build that can take a hurricane. So let's just assume you can buy the Elite, say for $50,000, and you can buy the Value, which is my competitor sell, let's say $39,000. Well, that's a lot of money until the wind takes this one. It might not, but when you get up in the higher ranges, this is the one you're going to sleep well at night. We got a sale on those Elites right now. Right now, the best building in the industry. 37. I got $2,000 off both those buildings, and we're throwing in the electrical. We're electrical contractors. We're licensed electrical contractors. None of my competitors are. So this is the building I recommend. This is the best building in the industry, folks. Now we talk about giving back to the community. Okay. My competitors give back a little bit. I'll make a bet, and I'll challenge any of my competitors to call. I bet, let's take, let me pick one. Let's take Iowa High School. In the last 12 years, 13 years, I've given them $100,000 in cash. I gave them 2 buildings, probably valued at close to $50,000 or $60,000. That's $150,000 I've given to them kids just right here. I would love to see or challenge them to tell me what you're doing. If you're going to try to take credit for giving back to the community, prove what you're really doing. Because you see what a lot of people do. If I was to give $100 or $200, I could put it on the board. Let's take St. Nicholas Center for Children. I go there every year and I spend anywhere from $40,000 to $50,000, $60,000 just with those kids. Right here. And I've been doing it almost, probably 7 or 8 years. So when I got involved, from the time I got involved, I've always done that. Okay? Now, the Ranch Collective, McNeese I've given $300,000. Look, you know, when you try to compete with someone who's doing so much and try to take, like you're doing what I'm doing, it's easy to tell who is or isn't. Because look, I could put 100 people, imagine with the money I give, how many $100 donations I could give. I'd be going page after page after page. That's not to say that some of them aren't doing something, but not at the level we're doing. They're trying to compete with me. They're selling buildings. Get more involved in the community by putting up real dollars, not just a little bit of dollars, so you can say, I gave money to this or this or that. Hell, just Christmas cheer toy drive. With the first year we did this, that was $10,000. Gave 400 families meals and also gave them toys. That's just one thing we did last year. So giving back to the community is a big thing at Mallett Buildings. We believe it is the core of our mission. Not only to build buildings and build the best buildings, but we want to be known that we give back to the community. And so we tell people what we do to enhance or get people to participate in giving back to the community. If I can get one person, because I do it to do it, I've won. I know that the gentleman at Fortify has a hard time understanding that, but that is the reason why. But anyway, if you want a building, give us a call. Open 24/7, 7 days a week. Hey, open on Saturday till noon. We'll stay all afternoon for you. We'll come here after church on Sunday if we need be. Whatever it takes to take care of you. We want to serve you when it's convenient for you. Unlike my competitors who don't do that. That's what you call really taking care of the customer. We're a customer-oriented company because we want to do business when it's convenient for you. Well, look, it's been good this afternoon. I'll be back tomorrow. If you need a bill, give us a call, 337-515-2154. That's my personal cell phone number. Everybody has it. If you don't have it, just stay tuned. I'd say it every time. Everything I post, I put my cell number. Or call the office at 337-214-0428. Once again, thank you for what you do for us. Thank you for your business. If you've done business, we appreciate you having. Come visit us. We want to get your business. So look, take care. Have a great night. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
At Mallett Buildings, we've been proudly serving our community for over 25 years. When it comes to building structures that last, experience matters. You've probably seen some companies offering long warranties, 10 years or more. But here's something important to consider. Can a company without a long track record truly back that up? It's easy to make promises, but what really counts is the ability to deliver, not just now, but 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line. If a company hasn't been around for very long, what happens if they go out of business before the end of their 10-year warranty? What happens to your warranty then? The answer is simple. You're left with nothing. No support, no repairs, no protection. You've essentially been robbed of the protection you were promised. At Mallett Buildings, we've been here for the long haul, with over 2 decades of experience. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless satisfied customers who can tell you, when we say we offer a 10-year workmanship warranty, we've proven it time and time again. And if something goes wrong years from now, we'll still be here, ready to make it right.